my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people, they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up. You know what's up. You don't pretend. You don't lie. You don't be gay.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Prescott to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now Prescott on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in L.A. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford now to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the sneak, it's Stafford, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think that. Some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 70 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and then also bring it back for 6.
And he is...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Stafford here coming off his pick 6.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Stafford.
That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Now the ball comes loose, and I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone, and I'm sure that was...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Ben Skoranek
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL. For quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Oh, look at this play call.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted. Because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the 50, Stafford.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 16, Stafford.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now Stafford out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Here's Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the season.
Figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Davis on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They go again with Davis. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. To throw, Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
They'll roll him out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Prescott.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last shot now for Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, green fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throwing to start here is Tua.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Tua into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show. Got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Rolling to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Allen going to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Allen now looks to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua, throw left side complete. That's Hill. Finding room at midfield. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say there was never.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 29, Allen.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Allen off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. Gets this one to Morris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. On the counter, this is Singletary, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And again, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 4.
Now Allen. The left side caught by Diggs.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Allen again. Steps away. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The two are going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down.
Down run, he gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 40 now on second down. Allen, and Diggs has it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Allen going to give this one to Singletary, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Allen.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They run here with Singletary. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now they send a man in motion right. Allen now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on this Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Second down, this is Wilson.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here's Mostert.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second.
May start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports. With that,